If you think you know what's at the bottom of the world, think again. They'll show you penguins and blizzards on TV, but try booking a ticket for a solo trek across Antarctica and you'll meet more red tape than a CIA whistleblower. You can't even bring your own drone. Try to cross the scientific zones, and you'll be greeted by men with guns from countries that supposedly hate each other. Pause and ask yourself, why is it easier to climb Everest, dive to the Titanic, or fly a private jet over war zones than it is to cross a giant slab of frozen rock? What's so special about a place with nothing there? Or is that the biggest lie of all? Maps that weren't supposed to survive. Let's wind the clock back to the Renaissance, before satellites in the Smithsonian's Ministry of Truth. Enter the Peary Race Map, drawn in 1513, supposedly copied from ancient sea charts. What do we see? Detailed coastlines of South America, parts of Africa, and, oh look, a detailed Antarctica, ice-free, complete with rivers and mountains. You know, the continent that nobody discovered until 1820 and has supposedly been buried under a mile of ice for millions of years. Oops, modern geologists freaked out. How could anyone map the land under the Antarctic ice unless they'd been there before the freeze? The answer, somebody was. A lost civilization? Pre-flood giants? Fallen angels? The official answer is, as usual, we don't know. Please don't ask. If ancient maps are true, Antarctica isn't a bottom-of-the-globe wasteland. It's a gateway, maybe even a boundary, the treaty that changed history. Jump to the 20th century. Right after World War II, the world suddenly discovers Antarctica and then just as suddenly bans it. In 1959, every major power, yes, even the ones threatening nuclear war, signed the Antarctic Treaty. No mining, no private bases, no private flights. No go zones everywhere. They can bomb each other for oil, fight over sand, but nobody is allowed to dig beneath the ice or cross certain lines. The excuse? We're protecting the environment because world governments care deeply about the snow, the penguins, and the fish. You believe that? I have beachfront property in Kansas for sale. The military expedition they don't teach in school. Let's talk Operation Highjump, 1946. Admiral Byrd takes thousands of men, a fleet of warships, aircraft carriers, destroyers, even a submarine and rumored nuclear arms, all to test cold weather gear at the South Pole. The mission is abruptly aborted after just a few weeks, despite plans for 6 months. What happened? Byrd's personal diaries, conveniently lost for decades, described flying over mountain ranges that shouldn't exist, vast green valleys, and even what he called land beyond the pole. Reports of craft that moved at impossible speeds, disc-shaped, silent, not from any known human arsenal. Some say Byrd was told by the others to turn back. He warned America that we faced a threat from pole to pole and was promptly shuffled off the world stage. Suddenly, global militaries shut down all private exploration. Then the Antarctic Treaty appears. Just a coincidence, right? The Great Ice Wall, myth or biblical fact? Let's dust off the King James Bible. Genesis 1:6-7, and God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." The firmament, not just a poetic metaphor, but a physical boundary. Ancient stories from nearly every continent describe an edge of the world surrounded by ice, mountains, or sea. Some say it's where angels fell, where the gods banished evil, where forbidden lands wait beyond the reach of ordinary mortals. Could the Antarctic ice be the last remaining wall, the border between the known world and something else? Why do legends and ancient texts, Book of Enoch, anyone, describe gates, watchers, and a realm beyond the ends of the earth? The photos they won't show you. Here's a fun exercise. Search for live, unedited photos of Antarctica from space. Spoiler, you'll find computer graphics, stitched composites, and plenty of cartoon blue marble images. But real, continuous, live feed shots, nothing. Every image of Earth, and especially Antarctica, is managed by NASA, Roscosmos, or another alphabet agency. Nobody else gets the raw data. Private pilots who try to cross certain southern latitudes, escorted out. Sailors who attempt to breach protected waters turned back by warships. Why if it's just ice and rock? Theories from the edge. What's out there? Some believe there's more land, maybe even other worlds, beyond Antarctica. Suppressed reports from ancient explorers speak of warm valleys, strange lights in the sky, and giants who survived the flood. Whistleblowers claim there are forbidden cities, alien technology, or even portals to the underworld locked away beyond the ice. Is it a portal? A prison for the ancient ones? An Eden sealed until the final days? What if the Nephilim, the Watchers, or the pre-flood cultures never vanished, but simply left or were locked beyond reach? Or is it possible that the governments of the world found something so earth-shattering, so theologically disruptive, that they agreed, for the first and only time, to cover it up forever? Control, deception, and destiny. If you can control the map, you control the mind. If you can convince people there's nothing to see, you can hide the greatest secrets in plain sight. Every photo of Earth goes through NASA. Every trip to Antarctica is chaperoned. Every treaty says no digging, no drilling, no exploring. Ask yourself, who benefits? What truth is so dangerous it unites enemies and silences whistleblowers? If there are hidden lands, ancient cities, even new continents, then history, science, and faith have all been manipulated to keep us fenced in like livestock. Job 38 verse 11, KJV, and said, "Hitherto shalt thou come, but no further, and here shall thy proud waves be stayed." Maybe that verse wasn't just about the ocean. Maybe it's about us. Antarctica isn't just a frozen wasteland. It's the ultimate do not enter sign. It's the wall that keeps you in and the truth out. And as the global system tightens the leash with digital ID, DNA databases, and fake history, the questions get louder. What lies beyond the ice? Who built the wall? And why are we still being kept from the rest of the story? This is Rock Solid TV. We don't do safe questions, we hunt the forbidden ones, and we never bow to the gatekeepers. Luke 8:17 KJV, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad." The wall won't last forever. One day the ice will crack, the veil will lift, and the world will see what's been hidden since Genesis. Until then, keep digging, keep asking, and stay rock solid.